Look at this beautiful audience coming out here in the rain on a Friday night. Look at you, you're beautiful. Welcome to, thank you, I know. Welcome to They Friend. My name is Vin Seaman. I'm like looking at my notes for my intro. I don't need to do that. I'm an interdisciplinary artist. I'm a drag performer. I'm also the director of Diamond Wave and the founder of the They Friend Non-Binary Performance Festival. The last thing that I want to mention about myself is I'm also an artist in residence here at Brava Theater. Let's give it up for Brava! Yes! I'm so excited that you're here for They Friend. Do we have any they-thems in the audience? Yes! Do we have any zers? Zer? Yeah, okay, great. Do we have any theys? What other pronouns we got out there? We got some she's? We got some he's? All right. Well, I'm so happy you're here. I hope you were enjoying our DJ. Give it up for Fisher Price. Where's the foghorn? Come on, where's the foghorn? There it is. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's all I ever want out of life. Sustained air horns. If you didn't know, LM Chan, aka Fisher Price, is a San Francisco-based trans femme, non-binary artist working in illustration, comics, and music. You might know her DJ style already because you've been listening to it, but it morphs genres with a huge variety within a single set. Can you believe it? Their signature sound includes mashups of Animal Crossing soundtracks and niche pop songs. So far, they've played at venues like Mothership, El Rio, Public Works, Hyde FM, and more. Their primary residency is DJing at OK Marketplace, a monthly vintage pop-up in Japan Center. Currently an MFA student at CCA's comics program. We want to see your comics, Elle. I'm sure they're amazing. One of these days. We'll get them up next time for pre-show, maybe. But their comic work aims to evolve webcomic experiences through our QR code-based works. And their work can be found at OK Marketplace. Give it up for Fisher Price, everybody. I'm gonna need way more of those air horns throughout the show. Yes, give it. Yes, I love it. To start off this show, we're gonna start it right. And you know what that means, right? Anybody? Yeah, that's right, Queen, you got it! We're gonna start things off with a native land acknowledgement because when we start by honoring the land that we're on, we're also honoring the legacy of the peoples who have inhabited these lands since time immemorial. Those people sometimes don't get the recognition they deserve, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking and introduce our first video performance by Canyon Coyote Woman, who is a creative artist ever inspired by nature and the natural world. They are a catalyst of unsettling and decolonizing conversations and always encouraging culturally competent and culturally sensitive opportunities. They are a tribal chairwoman of the Indian Canyon Mutsun Band of Costanoan Ohlone people, aka Indian Canyon Nation, the CEO of Canyon Consulting LLC, the president of Costanoan Indian Research, 501c3, the founder of Indian Canyon Two-Spirit Society. This is a lot of work that Canyon's been up to, right? They're also an artist, an activist, and an educator. Give it up for Canyon Coyote Woman.
Mishmin Tuhis, Countercut Canyon, Coyote Woman, Sayers Ruth. I am here in Indian Canyon. I am the daughter of Anne Marie Sayers, daughter of Elena Sayers. We are Mutsun Ohlone. Indian Canyon is the only federally recognized Indian country between Sonoma and Santa Barbara along Central Coastal California. And as an Indigenous culture bearer and community member, it's always important that we identify ourselves and share who we are when we join in spaces and communities. However, I am lucky and privileged to be on the land of my ancestors, able to share this message to you right there in Yelamu. I invite you to say this word, Yelamu. Yelamu is the name of this place here in San Francisco, California. before these words were spoken, before English was the language of the land, before Spanish was the language of this land, the indigenous language was Ramaytush. It's important that we acknowledge these words in these spaces and places in today's post-colonial settler society environment, the histories that are before us, to acknowledge how it is we came to be in these communities, to come together, to honor place, to honor #honor native land. There's a cheat code. It's URL, native-land.ca. I recommend you check it out because it's a way that we can attempt to learn more about these spaces and places that we visit, play in, work in, benefit from, generate profit in, and continue occupying. Because if you are not on the land of your ancestors, then we are all visitors. We've settled, we've traveled through, we visit, we make some roots where we feel unrooted, but we're visitors. We should be good guests. It's understandable that we want to find community, build community. Well, it's important that we include everyone. All of the indigenous teachers I've ever encountered have taught me that the plants and animals are the first people. They are amongst our community too. We need to recognize the rights of nature. So, since I'm coming at you in my ancestral homeland, where I'm so very privileged to be able to just have that sense of connection, I just want to honor my matrilineal line, honor the matriarchs of my family, and recognize that as a California Indigenous Two-Spirit community member, my mother taught me and her mother taught her that when song, ceremony, and dancing stops, so does the earth. I too believe that. I'd like to offer a coyote song because as Two-Spirit Coyote, I'm a trickster, manipulator, crazy, wily, rambunctious, intriguing being at times, and in my effort of language revitalization and reconnecting to language, in the Wooten language, this is a little song about coyote. So I'm going to use my regalia because, you know, Native peoples, we don't wear costumes. We're not your mascot. And using my medicine. This is coyote song. Kan was my head stay walk she share. Kan was my head stay walk she share. Wakaniskuan, harakan waskuan. Wakaniskuan, harakan waskuan. Sawe, 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 sawe. Kan was my head stay walk she share. Kan was my head stay walk she share. Wakaniskuan, harakan waskuan. Wakaniskuan, harakan waskuan. Sawe, 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 sawe. Oh, 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 and I invite you, oh. No son. In the Mutsun language, no son means in breath, so it is in spirit. There's a prayer in the Mutsun language, and my mother taught me, and I have it on my many zines on the back of it. It's on my website, Candy Consulting, and it says, Pide kanama si kampatia hitukunoso sotokunoso. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. May we all recognize what it means to be good ancestors in training. May we all go beyond acknowledging the land with simple names and actually take action in being good stewards of the earth and being good community members, recognizing how our actions and words not only impact ourselves, but the next 7 generations, and that's just in the short term. May we recognize sacred living systems. May we impact these systems in a respectful way. May we be creative, cunning, silly, happy. We just need to be good ancestors in training. And it's important for us to be in community together. So thank you. Here in Yalamu and the Ramaytush Ohlone territory, there are Indigenous communities doing amazing work. It's important that we recognize the Indigenous peoples that are living today, as well as honor the ancestors, the elders who came before us, and the legacies and the histories of the original stewards of these lands. And may we be good community members to honor the next generations, so we may honor truth and history. Be good ancestors in training. Oh, thank you.
Let's hear it for Canyon Coyote Woman, everybody. This is actually the third year that Canyon has offered Native Land Acknowledgement for THEYFRIEND, and I am so thrilled that they'll be here in person tomorrow to give land acknowledgement and a short performance for us as well. So if you're able to come back tomorrow for THEYFRIEND, we got a whole other show lined up for you. It's gonna be super cute. If you don't know about the land that you occupy, I would encourage you to check out the website that Canyon mentioned, native-land.ca. They also have a fantastic app that you can put on your phone, and no matter where you go, you know what native land you are on. If you want to know a little bit more about native land acknowledgements, I suggest you check out the U.S. Department of Arts and Culture's Honor Native Land Guide. It's a really fantastic resource if you're interested in writing a native land acknowledgement. And land acknowledgements are really just like a pre-step to actually supporting Native people. So land acknowledgements are great, but what else is great is financial contribution, supporting cultural activities. Locally, we have so many fantastic Native-led efforts. I encourage you to get involved with things like the Xtra.dae Land Trust. It's a land trust over in Chochenyo, Ohlone Lands over in the East Bay. We have the Bay Area American Indian Two Spirits Powwow that happens annually, the Weaving Spirits Festival. There's an abundance of ways that you can get involved in Native arts right here in the Bay. But that's it. That's it on that. We're going to keep moving on. How many of you been to a drag show before? All right. Oh, good, good. Now, this is not a drag show, but we are going to be using drag show rules. So that means that, like, I have a really hard time hearing you through this hair, so I'm gonna need you to be really loud. If you see something that you like, if something resonates with you, I wanna know, our performers wanna know, we wanna know if it's hitting right. Also, don't be afraid to throw a little bit of money up here too. I'll take it. And then we also have a couple of QR codes back by the bar there and up by the merch booth if you didn't bring any dollar bills with you. And I accept like ones, fives, 20s, 100s, it's fine. I can't make change for you, but I will take the whole thing. But if you don't have any cash, feel free to check out those QR codes so you can tip electronically all of our artists this evening. I think we're ready for our first performance. Are you ready for our first performance? I am so ready for our first performance! Our first performer is going to be performing some poetry for us. Libby Oren is a Los Angeles-based poet studying conservation and resource studies at UC Berkeley. They just finished up a couple of exams today, so I'm going to need to show them a lot of love, all right? Oren graduated from Venice High School. They were the co-captain of the poetry team. They brought their team to the largest youth poetry slam in the US, not once, but twice. Kind of a big deal. They participated in the Emerging Writers Fellowship, not once, but twice. And they are a two-time finalist in Get Lit's Why I Rise competition. They also performed for Fox TV's Pride Month poetry video, which has over 1.5 million views and was broadcast on national television. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I'm struggling to believe it. I'm going to have to accept it, though. When they're not writing, they can be found talking to trees. Get ready for No One Else, which is a spoken word slam-style poem that is a call for self-adoration, focusing on the power of queer people to define their own narratives. Please welcome to the stage, Libby Oren.
I'm Libby. I had 2 exams about trees today. There was a room full of tree pieces and I had to go identify them. This is what I do in school. Okay, so I'm gonna do no one else, but I wanted to start with kind of a sad poetry piece. So this is a poem about loneliness. It says that word a lot. It was kind of my reflection on what it means to be by myself in the world, and build my own community out of that, and also find place within myself. So this is not titled, and yeah. When life is lonely, I listen to the sounds of phone taps on empty car. Passenger seat empty and no one in backseat to grimace when the red Prius whacks into sidewalk, leaving back left tire tilted and flat. I fill it in silence. The man at the gas station repumps tire pressure to 35 on all sides, grimaces at ineptitude, says, "You should know better." When life is lonely, we listen to the sounds of pages flipping in an old Victorian-style reading room, where everyone is lonely, and talking is only permitted on alternate Thursdays between the hours of 12 and 1. When life is lonely, I walk, headphones in ears, listen to a song that may or may not be a father's favorite, about how the world once was and how it is unwinding, every misplaced syllable and vocabulary word forgotten. I am unbecoming, and I promise to stop talking, stop existing, stop interplaying, to step outside and find beauty in things that only exist sometimes, and there is only rage at being alone, at being trapped in an empty car, driving and driving and driving. Thank you. Okay, I got 2 more poems for you. Woo! Foghorns. This one is No One Else, as you were promised. I did this one on TV, and they edited it without asking me. So this is the original version. We hold power in being different, in being out and proud, because who else can love like this? We live in those internet videos in which we find ourselves uplifted, or shows that flicker with faces we reflect ourselves into, or characters that portray our journeys or each other's arms. We thrive on this fire, on loving, on being out and proud and loud, strutting through sidewalks like every step is a declaration. We adorn ourselves, decorate with sequins and stars, flocks waving flags to tell the world that we are here, that we love who we love and are here, are proud in this world where we are worthy and wanted and know that no one else can be us. Okay. And this is a nice sad poem about fall, because fall is sad, probably. This is called Autumn Musings. Early fall, we flight free, hit the maple mulch-encrusted earth and miss, soar off into auburn sunsets and hay bale blankets, pumpkin parades and that specific scent of hairballs caught in heater from last year's tenant. They're only vestiges ingrained into household DNA. I could become the urban forest. Every Acer macrophyllum and Circinatum and Negundo, all the poplar and ginkgo yellow, spun into gold at 7 p.m. We stop and adore the foliage. The leaves in their every hues twisting through crisp air, slice apart freshness and release strobili pollen punches, discover that the heater works fast, ancient airwaves of warmth and must, persistent toggling between its only settings of on and off, an oven home and frozen fingertips. Fall is nostalgia. The coziness I imagine once was in phone calls and coffee shops, now a corporate commodity. Is war overhead and in every thought, is midterms and monotony is intermediate. Thank you.
Give it up for Libby, Oren. Get back up there. Let's talk a little bit. Give it up for Libby, Oren, everybody. Libby, how did you get into starting to write poetry?
I started when my 10th grade English teacher was like, hey, join our poetry team. And then she had me try out, and I didn't make it for 2 years in a row.
What a jerk.
She was lovely.
A lovely jerk.
But then you got better. But then I got better, and I kept going. Yeah.
Good. Give it up for Libby Oren, everybody. Thank you, Libby. Thank you, thank you. Before we get to our next performance, I have a little surprise for you. Do you want a little surprise? That would be fun. That might be a little fun. I don't know. I'd love to welcome to the stage Adam Tongsavat, Legislative Aide for San Francisco District 8 Supervisor Raphael Mandelman. Come on up. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah. So what are we here today for? You have a surprise for us?
So we have a little surprise on behalf of the On behalf
Look at
of
that
the
magic.
Hello. On behalf of the Board of Supervisors, the City and County of San Francisco, we want to thank you, Vin. We want to thank Diamond Wave. We want to thank you for hosting the 3rd annual THEYFRIEND Festival. And we cannot wait for the 4th. And please let us know how we can support you in the future.
Thank you so much. Oh, isn't that wonderful? We'll get a little... Thank you so much, Adam. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, how delightful. I'm gonna put this away before I get makeup or sweat on it, one of those things. Golda, can I give this to you, please? Oh, thank you, that's delightful. Before we get started with our next performance, I wanna know, did anybody get a chance to visit the merch table? Well, I know you did, because you're wearing, let's show the shirt off, Remy. Look at that thing. Oh, that looks good, that looks good. Did anybody else get a THEYFRIEND shirt yet? Did anybody get a coaster? Did anybody get a tumbler? You can drink out of a THEYFRIEND tumbler. You don't have to just do it out of a regular coffee cup anymore. Why would you do that? So we've got some shirts. We've got black, we've got purple, and we've got pink. We ran out of the mint. I'm sorry, it was really popular. And then we also have those other merch from you from Thirsty Brats, and we also have some They Them and some Diamond Wave buttons as well. We need to get the next act up here, so I'm just gonna keep talking for a second. Oh, there they are. Great, fantastic. I was like, I know you got to set up. I'm just gonna keep talking. So, no, I'm like, I want you to come interrupt because you got to get all of that on. So I'm really excited for this next performer. I'm gonna wait on introducing them though, because I know that they have a little bit of a setup to do. So while we're waiting, should we do a little crowd work? How y'all doing tonight? I love this outfit. It's like stripes on stripes with some plaids. I got leopard print, you got black and white. What is your name? Ashley, welcome to THEYFRIEND. Is this your first THEYFRIEND, Ashley? It is? How did you find out about us? And how did you find out about us, lovely person? Through a friend of a friend, and then a friend told a friend. It's working. Are you the friend? Oh, no, you're just a friend. You're not the friend. But you're a they friend. There we go. It was coming back around. I know you knew it, but there it is. Yes! You can keep those coming all night long when I'm on that. It's going to distract me in the best possible way. I'm also excited to be back just up on this stage, in this space, at Brava, in the Cabaret. In 2019, I presented a solo show in this very space. You saw, anybody else see it? #FeMasculine? But yes. So that was a lovely show that I worked on for like 5 or 6 years about my gender through like sexuality and drag and gender. And then at the end of it, it has like this whole gender reveal moment, and I'm all like, I don't know, it's just a big question mark. And then during the pandemic, I was like, oh, wait, no, I'm non-binary. That was the ending. It just took a little bit more, like the pandemic of letting go to really release and make it happen. Was that anybody else's experience? Did you have a transdemic too? Yeah, totally. Yes, yes. There's a lot of talk about this on Jeev and Sam Favela from the Trans District. We're talking about the transdemic at our opening event on Tuesday at the San Francisco Public Library. Yeah, something about the pandemic, it just shook everything up. It put everything on hold, and it just allowed us to kind of see through some of the things that we weren't ready to let go of. Was that your experience, Ashley, right? Yes, yeah. You came out during the pandemic as the NBUR? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to go in. Yeah. Anybody else come out as a non-binary during the pandemic? Yeah, what was y'all's experience like? The whole gamut. Uh-huh. Yeah. You had to go on the journey to realize that where you started was exactly where you wanted to be. But what a lovely journey. Oh, yeah. You know what? It happens. It happens. But you know what? It's okay, because you got to play an experiment. Also, I want to give a shout out to Jay Rouse Iniguez, who's a Diamond Wave advisor, sitting over there with that Santa beard, looking all sexy. We love Jay. Jay, what was your non-binary experience? Just letting go of that and being like, you know what? I'm just going to take this leap. And I'm going to come back into myself, right? Yeah. How are we doing over here? I think the people are getting tired of me talking. Are we doing good? We're like halfway. We're like 75,
we're 75,
80. 75 or 75, 80%. That's pretty good. I'm seeing someone pointing at me. I'm walking this way. What do you want to point at, Stacy? Oh, we have another non-binary experience. You're like, please don't make me talk. I'm so embarrassed right now. You are welcome to speak if you like to, but I'm not going to put you on the spot because I know some people are like, I hate audience participation. Please leave me alone. That's
You can talk if you want to, but I am ready now, so you're kind of saved by the bell.
Great. Well, then I'm gonna do the introduction then, so I can shut up and get out of the way. But let me come back here. So I first met. I'm sorry, I'm just coming back. I first got to meet this artist, Criibaby, Jay, when they submitted a piece of work for Soft Defiance, which was an exhibition and programming that Diamond Wave did up at Harvey Milk Center for the Arts. Anybody make it to that one?
Woo-woo.
Okay, great, thanks. Well, all the rest of you missed out. It was a really great show, okay? Jay made this really fantastic, cushy, furry chair for people to sit in and get to listen to their music. It was so fantastic. Jay feels like, where is that going? I'm not reading these notes very well. I'm just gonna introduce this. Criibaby is an award-winning singer-songwriter known for her dreamy, romantic jams. And that's from Billboard, people. That's what Billboard said about Criibaby. And a refreshing, inclusive message of love. That's from Earmilk. Using all gender-neutral lyrics, Criibaby makes a conscious effort to create more inclusive music centering a queer perspective. Criibaby hopes to transport you to another universe with her dreamy, lo-fi soundscapes, gentle voice, and poignant lyricism. Dang, that's good. For the next performance, we'll be transported to another universe with their dreamy, lo-fi soundscape, gentle voice, and poignant lyricism. I just said that. I really want to underscore, though, that this performance has dreamy, lo-fi soundscapes, gentle voice, and poignant lyricism.
Say that.
So that. One night, Criibaby dreamed about a floating piano made of psychedelic glowing orbs, so they built it. This special THEYFRIEND performance, you'll experience Criibaby's handmade interactive light and sound sculpture, which she recently unveiled at the iconic music festival South by Southwest. Please welcome Criibaby.
Hey, everyone. I love it when you respond. That's great. Something I like to do in these performances, especially when I'm in community and I have that special just comfortableness. It's just to take a deep breath all together and just ground us in this space. Okay, so we're gonna do that together. Here we go. Let's do one more. Yes. So, I'm not gonna lie, I've been really, really excited about this festival. I read about it, I think 2 years ago when it first started. I met Vin earlier this year, and it just felt natural for me to end up here. And I feel really blessed to be in this space. So thank you for coming, thank you for your attention, thank you for your community, thank you for your listening and your being. Thank you so much for being here. I just wanna start out with that. So there's this. As queer people, sometimes we feel the need to build our own worlds. Sometimes it's a need, sometimes it's something that we find joy in, and hopefully it's something of both, but we can find the joy in the end. This is a part of my world. I want to build a inclusive and comfortable, safe, beautiful, dreamy, purple, delicious universe for everyone in this room. And I'm gonna try and do that with you here tonight. So I'm just gonna play a little bit because I think play is something all queer people need to do. Thank you. Okay, I wrote a song 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I want to do this song for the festival, which is wild, but we're doing it, if that's okay with you. Okay. It's yes, it's definitely, it's not ready yet, one might say, but also it is ready, because I'm gonna do it right now. This is gonna be my one and last song. So again, thank you for being here. My name is Criibaby. I am from San Francisco, so it's wonderful to be here in my home. I write all gender neutral music. That is something I'm really passionate about. Thank you. And this song is about overcoming your fear and finding the courage you need to try and to eventually get your wings in the space where you feel like you can finally fly. Thank you, you're amazing. I love you so much.
Was that it? That's all we get from you, Criibaby? Oh, give it up for Criibaby, everybody! But don't go anywhere. You gotta clean all this shit up now. Come on. That was so beautiful. Give it up for Criibaby again, everyone. I want to hear more about this, like the dream of the glowing piano. Like what happened in the dream? Like what was it about? What happened? What's going on? Is this it? Are we living the dream?
We are living the dream.
It's happening right now. It is the dream right here with all of these lovely glowing orbs. Also, so you got to perform this at South by Southwest this year. How was that experience?
Fantastic, but they didn't pay the artists. Boo.
So you're telling me that we're paying you more than South by Southwest did? Because paying artists is what? Fundamental. Thank you. Yeah, what's Criibaby's Venmo? Yeah, CRIIBABY, as in where? Music. Yeah, that's easy. Good. Yeah. And did you want to introduce your Criibaby friend? Yeah.
Little Mike Hogger. This is my producer, Surfer Dave. Please give it up for him. Everything that you heard, every sound was created by this guy right here, and was instrumental in creating this with me. Helped so much with the design, helped so much with the troubleshooting, helped so much with everything. And also our friend Monk, who builds robots. Shout out to Monk.
All right. Give it up for Criibaby. Tip them on Venmo. Follow them on Instagram. Download, purchase their music, and pay artists because you are not South by Southwest. You have the ability. You can give them $1. You can give them $2. South by Southwest could probably give them like $50, but didn't. How rude. Yeah. We don't need them. We got our own festival. Huh. Anyway, do you want to keep going on the show? Or we could just stay here. We could just hang out and talk. Do you want to? No. Okay, we'll keep going. All right. Would it be okay if I shared a little bit of a story with you? Oh, thank you. Usually my work is very based in humor, and this piece is very different for me. During the pandemic, I found a cruising spot out in Golden Gate Park. But beyond the sexual attraction of that place, there's this connection of just thinking about the generations of people who had been going out there, and I really thought about this place as somewhere where so many people who have passed away had participated. And so being in that space, it feels to me very much, I'm going to give these to you for a second because it's on my phone. I didn't memorize it. It's a long story. But being in that space, it just harkened back to me about generations of queer folks who had been coming to this space, coming at this space, whatever, and was just really excited to think about those types of connections. So this piece is called Uncle John. Your apartment was on Castro Street, a Victorian just up the hill, near the medical campus in your work as an anesthesiologist. But I'd never know your life, and neither would you. Just another patch in the quilt. I unsew the stitches and reverse the seroconversion, a blight undone just for me. I imagine you at my birthday party. I'm 10 and you buy me something sparkly, something fantastic, something that speaks to the queer I'll become. You defend me against the boys at the party. You challenge their understanding of masculinity. You create space for me to understand myself. I imagine calling you in high school. You say all the things to make me feel safe. I let you into my isolated queerness. You tell me it's okay. You tell me it gets better. It gives me strength to come out my senior year. I imagine visiting you between semesters in college. I'm not 21 yet, but you let me have a few drinks when you invite friends over for dinner. Just a casual hangout with your close friends. There's outward displays of homosexual desire. There's conversation about queer history. Someone has an old VHS of a Sylvester concert in a Muni station. We danced to Do You Want to Funk, and I realized that, oh yes, I do want to funk. When your sister divorces my dad, we call each other and cry about the loss. But it brings us closer. She abandons my sister and I, but you are unwavering. We have a bond stronger than their marriage. We aren't just family, we're queer family. When I moved to San Francisco, you let me stay in your guest room. We're a block away from the gayborhood. You tell me which bartenders give the best pours and introduce me to more than a few new friends. Then there's that one night. I come home late to find you still up finishing a movie. I'm more than a little tipsy, but you just laugh it off. We eat ice cream, and I tell you about the cute guy I made out with. At some point, our hands touch and eyes meet. I lean in for a kiss, ready to give you everything. But you pull back, respectively. You talk about your father, how you never had a close relationship with him, how you saw him in my dad, how you wanted to be the father to me that neither of us had, how kind and generous and sexy I was, but not for you. And we cry together and hold each other tenderly without sexuality. Then you're there at my first drag show. I'm so nervous, I can't stop sweating. My makeup is a wreck, my wig is thirsty. But you are there, front row center, dishing out more dollars than an ATM. The hostess has to come and tell you to be quiet after my number. I'm still sweating, but I'm crying with joy because you made it so special. Then you're there the night I meet him. You actually introduce us. Well, you use one of your lines, and then you accidentally spill your drink, forcing us together while you leave to get another round. Classic you. You don't see or hear from me for a week, but you've been there before, and you can't wait to hear about it over a bowl of ice cream. You officiate our wedding, standing there golden with your knowing smile and kind eyes. You bring everyone to tears with your oration, talking about queer legacies and connection that penetrates the judgment of my partner's conservative Christian family. Because of you, his aunt joins PFLAG. 2 of his cousins come out as trans, and they meet us at the trans march. One day you make the suggestion that maybe I'm not a boy, well, a man at this point. You say that I've never really seemed male. We talk about gender nonconformity and NBs. We watch the Coquettes movie again. You come with me to the DMV to get my non-binary X on my driver's license. Afterward, we go sit in the panhandle. I lay down a blanket, and you pop the champagne. You talk about your journey with gender, how if things had been different, you would have been a different person, but you've come to love the person you are. We clink our plastic cups. One day, you drive us out through Golden Gate Park, and you have me pull over near the beach. Not quite the beach, not quite the windmills. You tell me there's something that you have to show me. We walk up the path as it opens to a clearing, trees obscuring intersecting trails that wind into the woods that lead towards private moments. You tell me it's the best kept secret in San Francisco, that you've been coming here for a decade, and it was about time that you shared it with me. We go on our separate paths, you towards the left and I towards the right. As you disappear into the greenery, I follow a path that ducks into a bush and opens up again. I exit with a smile that makes me blush. When our paths cross at the other end of the meadow, you give me that knowing look. Before we part ways, you tell me to avoid this guy, and that guy is definitely worth it. We spend all day in those woods. Not quite together, but closely parallel, sharing in this quiet cruising. And then, I'm suddenly back, alone. You ripped from my life and my reality. I sit straddling an old log, catching quick glances of men as they walk by, too caught up in my own daydream to meet their gazes. Maybe you would have brought me here, told me how to do it, shown me the ropes. Maybe you would have been there for me in a way that no one else could. Maybe. Maybe we can still exist in these woods together, you just out of sight, you just coming back in a minute after one last walk around. Fresh out of your BMW and short tennis shorts, you lick your lips as the boys walk by. You in these woods, both unblemished by plague. You trying to keep a straight face as we pass a stranger amidst one of your stories. You telling me it's getting dark and we should go home. You just living. Thank you. Whew, how was that? Did we like that? Was that all right? It was good. It was good. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm going to keep us moving along. I'm really excited. We've got a video up for you next by DeVery Bess. DeVery Bess has come a long way, having 13 years of performance experience. Born and raised in Montreal, grown in Calgary, Alberta, they find themselves based and taking Toronto by storm. From the beaches of Vancouver to the harbors of Halifax, they have had the opportunity to wow and entertain crowds with their charisma, smooth moves, topped with the cheesiest of puns. They're only known as DeVery Bess, and it's a promise. The video we are about to see is titled Shea Butter. The performance is a digital drag music video that is about Black celebration of the movement away from Black excellence and radical self-acceptance for all of the different parts, the good and the unfocused. Give it up for DeVery Bess.
wrap it up before you go to sleep. Natural products all up on the sink. Progress pics so everyone can see. Girl, you look so beautiful to me. And you look like I could bring you home with me just for my mama to meet. Your skin is clear with the sky, you a queen. Your chin, you hold it as high as could be. You know your confidence shows when you speak. Let me hear you, baby. You smell good, I just wanna be near you, baby. If the niggas ain't with it, cause they feel you, baby. Yo, yeah, you the shit. You ain't even gotta be up in the mix. Hit the link on Instagram, talk about curl patterns and shrinkage. You already know what I'm thinking. I just wanna lay in it, ayy, and just stay in it, ayy. Maybe spend all day in it, ayy, and just play in it, ayy. And whatever look you going for, baby, you look great in it, ayy. So just stay with it, ayy. The song I'm dedicating it, ayy. To all the girls with the natural hair and that soft skin and your big ass and that sundress. Oh God, what you doing that walk? I love the girls with the natural hair and that soft skin and your big ass and that sundress. Oh my God. What you doing that walk? You know I love when you wear it like that. It's the reason why I'm staring like that. You demanding attention, got all the white girls asking how you get your hair like that. Love when you go from the faux locks to the Marley twist, or the braids that I used to see my mama get. Since she cut it all off, trying to start again. But if her hair cut short, then she probably thick. It's obvious. I love a woman with a little color in it, a little fighter in it, a lot of lover in it. Stick around from the winter to the summer with it. Get a check, it's going up, I'm finna run it with it. She never ready when I'm pulling up to come and get it. Fuck it, I know perfection. Take time to text and pay line. She ain't worried about them other niggas. When we finish, I be trying to cut her with it. Got me trying to lay in it, ayy, and just stay in it, ayy. Maybe spend all day in it, ayy, and just play in it, ayy. If you wear that loyalty so well, baby, you look great in it. And anything you do, I'm okay with it, ayy. The song I'm dedicated in it,
Let's hear it for DeVery Bess, everybody! All right, that was good. Oh, did y'all enjoy that video? Oh, good. I need a couple of people to help me out real quick. Is there anybody? Oh, Remy, can you and your friend help me maybe? I got a little assignment for you. It's real easy. I want you to come up on stage. Anyway, look back here. There's a couple of pieces of tape. There's one there and there's one right over there. Can you gingerly lift those pieces of tape up? But not the whole thing, just one little piece like Remy has here. Yes, oh yes, delightful. And then we're gonna pull it all the way over the stage. Look at this, this is ingenious. Thank you to our technician, Xtra.dae, for thinking of this lovely thing for our next messy, messy number. You might be in the splash zone, so just warning you. It's machine washable though, so it's fine. I like how you're. It's gonna be fine. It's not that messy. It's just a. All right, I like that. I like that. You're covering yourself. It's lovely. Well, I know tonight is our music and poetry night, but we're non-binary. We can't limit it to just two things. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. So our next performer is a burlesque performer, and I am so excited for them and for this number. It's kind of like a burlesque drag number. It's really fantastic. This performer is fresh in from the Handstand Festival in Kyoto, Japan. Can you believe that? I know. Jean Wildest blends dance, burlesque, and circus into engaging movement patterns with heartfelt storytelling. Blah, 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 blah. They just had to skip their bio. I'm not going to read all of it. But what I do want to say is that in this performance, Jean uses popping dance style with a modern flow alongside burlesque costuming, LED elements, and classic horror props to play with how gender is worn and consumed. Performing a dragless act set to Janelle Monáe's song Pink. Give it up to Jean Wildest!
of us down a boulevard. I wanna fall through the stars. Getting lost in the dark is my favorite part. Let's count the ways we could make this last forever. Sunny, money, keep it funky. Touch your top it, let it down. Around your maybe pink like the skin that's under. Baby pink, hair is deepest inside. Crazy pink beyond forest and ice. Pink like the secrets you hide. Maybe pink like the lid of your eye. Baby pink is where all of it starts. Crazy pink like the holes of your heart. So here we are in the car, leaving traces of us down the boulevard. I wanna fall through the stars. Getting lost in the dark is my favorite part. Let's count the ways we could make this last forever. Sunny, money, keep it funky. Touch your top and let it down.
Yes, give it up for Jean Wildest, everybody! I only see $1 bill up here, you people. So during intermission, if you want to get some more dollars you can tip, that's fine. Check out the QR code so you can tip folks as well. We're going to take about a 10, 15-minute intermission so you can get a drink, use a restroom, listen to some more amazing music from DJ Fisher Price, visit Lauren in the merch booth. We also have a step and repeat upstairs. I know it's a little dark, so we'll try to get some more light up there so you can take a picture in front of the step and repeat. Did you get any Pepto-Bismol on you? Did you get any on it? Are you okay? Just a little bit? Just a little bit. It's been okay. All right, enjoy your intermission, people. We'll be back in about 10 to 15. Anybody got a cough? I got a cough drop. Who wants it? Come on. Come on, show me something. I'll throw candy at you. Yeah! That cough drop was meant for you. Yeah, there it is. That's what I was waiting for. Whew, welcome back. How's everybody doing? How was your intermission? Did you make any new They friends? Good. You got a They friend shirt. I like that. It is really great. It's purple. Do you want to show the people? I want to see. I'm like, can we see all the They friend shirts in the audience? Remy, can you show it off? Yes. Oh, yes. Keep them coming. More air horn. Foghorns. Air horn. I know it is, but I really like it. Foghorn. Air horn. Blowhorn. Who horn? Anyway, welcome back to They Friend, part 2 of our poetry and music showcase. I took my jacket off because I am just sweating all of the things off of my body, and that one it slid right off. Who knows? I also lost a glove, so that's what's going on with me. Before we start, I was recently asked in an interview for this, somebody asked me, do people actually use the term they friend? And I want to ask you all, do you use that to address your non-binary partner or significant other? Does anybody use that in everyday life, they friend? You're like, yes, I do. We got 2. Okay, great, 2. So it's fine that we called the festival that then. It's fine. Yeah. I want to know, though, what are your other favorite kind of like non-binary terms? Are there other language or words that you really love? My homie, what's up? What about PGP? Y'all know, are you down with PGP? Your preferred gender pronoun? Yeah, I'm down with PGP. You know me. Buddy? Yeah. I like NB, ENBY, because the letters NB means non-black, and that's not something we want to infringe on, but NB, ENBY is fantastic. Your roommate? Hey, what's up? My roommate. Is that one like the family-friendly version of they friend? Yeah. My roommate? Yeah, is very sapphic. My long-term friend that I go on vacation with? Yeah, it's great. What about, have you heard the term like themself? Yeah, it's good. They added it to the dictionary in 2019. Did you know that? They did. Themself is in Merriam-Webster. Come on, MB, magic. What about the term, this is one of my favorites. Other people don't like it so much, but do you like the term themlins? Like, they, them, they, them, they, them, they, them, they, them. I like themlins. Like, hello, my little themlins. It's lovely. What about the term thussy? It really could describe anything. Like, I have 4 thussies ready to go right now. Any other words that you like that I can make you groan to? What is it? Thrussy? Like a thussy, but with an R for your throat? Okay, great, yeah. Thrussy. What? B-E-B-E. Bebe. 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 It's nice and gender neutral. It's lovely. I love it. Ladies and gentlethems, classic. Can't go wrong with that one. Can't go wrong with it. What about like matriarchs? Do you like that? Instead of like kings and queens, we're like, welcome matriarchs. It's so like sophisticated. I like it. Well, I'm gonna stop talking. Actually, I'm not gonna stop talking, but I'm gonna get ready to stop talking after I introduce our first performer. I am so excited to have them back at THEYFRIEND. They were part of our opening panel and performances back at last year at San Francisco Public Library. They were fantastic. I really enjoy seeing them every time I see them. They are a poet in the East Bay on Ohlone land. They performed at THEYFRIEND in 2022, which I just told you, but it's in their bio because it's that important. As well as Aperture, Kearney Street Workshop's Art Festival for Emerging Artists, which I believe Kiana Young, our program manager, was also part of Aperture this year, right? AKA King Lotus Boy. Let's give it up for him. And then this next performer was also at the 2022 QT-API Week celebration at the Legion of Honor. He is currently an MFA student at SFSU. Alder, Duan, Hurley will be performing a spoken word piece that explores how deeply intertwined gender and sexuality are, how often self-knowledge around one depends on coming to self-knowledge around the other. Content warning, we're going to talk about some sexuality, so get ready. Welcome to the stage, Alder, Duan, Hurley!
Testing. Yeah. Okay, retry. During a lull in the house party, Emma asks the friend group, "What's the story of your sexual awakening?" It was no one boy, But do I include a fragment from each? Dancing with him, as close as lotion to skin, the split of my dress running up my thigh, knowing it was platonic because he was gay, and yet feeling it wasn't. Knees touching beneath the table like flint and steel, moving together to a salsa song, our synchronicity showing him, look how well I know your body. Him asking, what do you want to do to me? When before, I had only been done to. The way his skin felt like velvet, if velvet were alive. The red herrings, fragments too. The pizza breath kisses. The overnight band trip trysts. The desire, entirely someone else's. The fantasy of a lush encounter with a lover, grating against the reality of scrabbling nails on irritated skin. The nipple pinched with the pleasure of a mammogram. His question, what do you like? And my panic thought, what's the right answer? The wanting to want it, but not wanting it. I disappeared myself in sexuality, the way I could in clothes. Loose things in dark hues from the women's section, someone else's nondescript style shunted onto me. Wearing the faded green canvas jacket, I glimpsed something felt, not want itself, but the trail it had left. I tracked its footprints, followed its scent. Holding down his hands, I knew it had been there. Clippers hovering above my ear, it had been there. I followed the guide of the erotic into my gender. Blushed to hear myself addressed by the pronoun I preferred, a desire made so public. Hummed just for the pleasure of thrumming my vocal cords. To want is a vulnerable thing. The terrifying question, what if I like it, whose answer could mean I wasn't who I thought I was. The next crush could add another asterisk to my sexual orientation. Soon I will need an acronym just to keep my identities straight. Tomorrow I could get boy tattooed on my forehead, and the same evening, covered in drag makeup. There are so many more genders to kiss. And who will I be once I have? Thank you.
Alder, I'm gonna make you get back up on stage with me and chat. That was so brief that I want a little bit more Alder. Can you come back up here?
Of course.
Give it up for Alder Duan Hurley, everybody! Now, Alder, if people like that poem and they want to know more about you, where can they get more Alder?
Eventually I will have a website. For now, they should follow me on Instagram for updates on when my next performances are.
Oh, great, perfect. And what is your Instagram handle?
Alder.duan.hurley.
Oh, easy breezy.
Easy.
Okay, great. Do you want to do anything else? I'm like, that was so short. You could do another poem. I don't know. I kind of want that. But I don't know if you have anything prepared. You could read some. I don't care.
I think just the one poem.
Just the one. Give it up for Alder Duan Hurley, everybody! Follow Alder and make sure to support them. Go get that QR code in the... Oh, you can go, baby, if you want to. I don't want to keep you here. I'll take it. Give me that mic. This is for you. Thank you. Oh, always a pleasure with that one, isn't it? Well, we only have a few more acts for you, which I'm really sad about because I'm having such a good time. Are you having a good time at THEYFRIEND? Yes. Oh, I'm having a delightful time here at Brava Theater. We have an amazing staff, amazing space, amazing people. You all are gorgeous. Give it up for yourself for being so gorgeous out there. How do you do it? How do you do it? I am astonished. Our next performance is a video, which I'm very excited for. This video had me bopping out last night during our virtual video showcase. Did anybody join us for that? One person. Great, thank you. If you didn't catch that, you can go to Diamond Wave Arts on YouTube, and you can catch the whole thing. We had an amazing DJ set by Sand Reams from Chicago, who was spinning before and after our showcase. It was hosted by Godex, who was an amazing non-binary performer, writer, activist based in the Pacific Northwest. And we had all of our amazing videos, some of which you're seeing tonight, some tomorrow night. But it was just a delightful show, so I urged you to go to our YouTube and check that out. This video, however, is by TAYLORALXNDR, who is an Atlanta-based musician, drag performer, multimedia artist, and community organizer. Alexander is the co-founder and current executive director of Southern Fried Queer Pride, a queer and trans arts and advocacy organization centering Southern queer communities. They are also the mother of the House of Alexander, an Atlanta-based drag family and events hub, creating drag-centered, inclusive events. Taylor's work has been featured on Vice, Forbes, Out Magazine, Vogue, Them, and more. Bandcamp called them an underground drag icon, so don't sleep on it. And they just released their new EP, 1993, on March 11th, 2022, so go check that shit out. Today we'll be experiencing TAYLORALXNDR's Romeo, a John Hughes-inspired music video about a fuckboy unlearning toxic masculinity to win that girl. Give it up for TAYLORALXNDR and Romeo! Give it up for TAYLORALXNDR and Romeo! Did you like that video? I band liked that video. Oh my gosh. Do y'all like that video over here? Ashley, you liked it? Jay, you liked it? I saw you texting. Are you texting? Are you sleeping? What are you doing? Are you checking up on the chihuahuas? Is that what's happening? They're fine! Be present! Just kidding. Would it be okay if I shared another short poem with you? I don't know. It might be fun. I don't know. This is a poem that I actually created a performance this summer that debuted at Soft Defiance. It was a show we did up at Harvey Milk Center for the Arts. It was a great visual arts exhibition that Criibaby was a part of. And then we also had a couple of performances. And I turned this poem into a performance with my good friend and collaborator, Zachary Forkham. They are an amazing choreographer, dancer, and arts administrator. And I'm excited to share with you Soft Like, it's called. I remember most of it, but I'm gonna have my phone out just in case I forget, because I don't wanna forget and then not know. You know how that is. Soft like clouds, soft like skin, soft like the feeling of getting tucked in, soft like worn denim, soft like faux fur, soft like I can almost remember. Soft like a whisper, soft like a screen, soft like a whole tub of Vaseline. Soft like quiet, soft like delicate, soft like been through some shit. Soft like a suggestion, soft like a prayer, soft like a newborn baby's hair. Soft like smiling, soft like lint, soft like I love myself, but I don't really know it. Soft like take me, soft like why not? Soft like unworried, unfettered, untaught. Soft like floating, soft like a breath, soft like a world without death. Soft like I'm drowning in an ocean of love, soft like tomorrow may never come. Soft like melted wax, soft like a childhood pack, soft like sit down and sit back, soft like some of the facts, soft like just relax, don't have a heart attack. Soft like pastel, soft like fluff, soft like forgetting I'm never enough. Soft like a dandelion, soft like I'm always trying. Soft like a honeycomb, soft like my time will come. Soft like moving slow, soft like my pillow, soft like letting go. Soft like my focus, soft like your scarf, soft like a bike ride down to the wharf. Soft just like humming, soft like I forgot, soft like softer than ever I thought. Thank you. I am wet right now. Am I the only one completely sweating? Is anybody else warm? It's this muggy weather in this week. Yeah, you're I am super moist. Everywhere. Super moist. Moist. We have a little bit of setup, I think, for our next performance. So if we want to get that going, we can get that going. And I'm going to just keep talking with you to make sure that you're all doing good, keep you entertained while we get that set up. Maybe a couple of dance moves so I can sweat even more. You're really in the splash zone if I just flick, I can flick, get the jacket out, get the jacket out. You don't want to ruin those khakis, let me tell you. Those chinos need protection. Anyway, our next performer is Xtra.DAe. And that's the moniker of Daeun Maroon Hwang, an experimental performance artist residing on a lonely land in California, Oakland, California. Originally from South Korea, Xtra.DAe is a persona that Daeun has created to connect with stories of Korean mythology and folktales, as well as imagine fantastical stories of origin pre-colonization. Xtra.DAe is also a project to bring together diasporic communities in Oakland to reflect, heal, and reimagine origin stories. Today, Xtra.DAe will be performing Searching for the Other Side, an ambient experimental piece made as an internal conversation one has between themselves and various timelines of their life. Ooh, that hits so hard. Searching for the other side is a conflict of longing for your present self to stay and anticipating finding who you are next. Content warning, flashing lights, images, and possibly loud, sudden noises. We don't even know. They might be here. I don't know. Give it up for Xtra.DAE, everybody!
Greetings. I'm here to take you on a journey. Journey through the time-space continuum. Not exactly to an alternate universe, but somewhere light years away. Where time isn't the same as here on planet Earth. Before I take you on this journey, I must ask you to do one thing. Let go.
Remember this. 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 To the sea. Remember this. 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 And from the river to the sea, we flow endlessly, trying to find each other in the storm, wandering for years to reach a shore and biding our time. And with that time, we built anew a whole new world on the glimmering tides, crying out songs of our mothers. We may not exist anymore on dry land, but have lived upon the waters, holding on to each other's hands. In this endless blue, at least I have you, because without you, I'd just be washed up ashore. The darkest shade of blue, so blue, oh blue. 너는 행복해야 돼. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Do you have more for us, Extra? That's the encapsulated performance. Should I come and join you? You
Sorry?
done? Do you want more?
Oh, I'm done.
That's it. Give it up for Xtra.DAE, everybody! I don't know, sometimes people have dramatic pauses in their numbers. I don't want to creep up on that. Did y'all enjoy that performance? Was it the weirdest thing that you've ever seen? I love it. Thank you so much, Xtra.DAE. Please stay up here. And I want to give it up for all of our live performers tonight, as well as our video performers. Let's get them all back up on stage. DJ Fisher-Price, if you want to play us a little bit of music low-key so we can still hear me, that would be fantastic. Let's give it up for Libby, Oren, everybody! Who's making her way? Here comes Libby. All right, give it up for Libby, Oren. Let's hear it for Criibaby. Criibaby has a special something to say, too.
Whether they like it or not, I wanna show you up. I wanna show you up. I wanna brag about it.
We have a hand for Vin. The first time I met Vin, they made me cry, which is actually not a bad thing. My name's Criibaby, so it's all about the reclamation, you know. But they let me see myself in such a different and beautiful way. They let me embody different space that I've ever felt. And thank you so much. This festival is the exact same place. We love you. Thank you so much, Vin.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, thank you.
call.
Whether they like or not, I wanna show you up. I wanna show you up.
Brava for Women in the Arts.
I wanna tell
Oasis, San Francisco Trans Film Festival, and the Transgender District. Diamond Wave, the organization. We don't help each other. We're officially sponsored by Intersection for the Arts, and we're also supported by Cabaret for the Arts, the Rights Foundation, the Walter Lee Cause Fund, and the San Francisco Arts Commission. I want to thank our Diamond Wave staffers, Kiana Young and Lauren Duan. They're out there roaming around. Give big thanks to them. Also, big thanks to Stacey Powers, Albalush, Marissa Ramos, Jaime Serra de Santos, Cersei Weaver, and all the folks at Brava that make such a fantastic and fierce place to make art. Please support Brava. We've got a QR code that's coming up in our brochure thing. Thank all of our wonderful volunteers, and of course, each and every one of you. Thank you, audience, for coming out to make THEYFRIEND so special. Also, I do not think you need to surprise. Thank you all for coming out on this Friday night.
Baby, we could just ride on our enemies. They all wanna know how you get